Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I am Sandman99
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005.
with the Magicians.
Indeed.
But before we start, I had to show off this replay because I know I talked a little bit about how sometimes coverages in the AI defenses are broken.
Yep.
And so I'll have to review the situation here a little bit. I have 5 wide receivers.
Yep.
Okay. And this is the actual 5 wide receiver I called a pass play with 5 wide receivers.
Yeah, it's actually the proper formation.
Yeah, so you'll see the 2 receivers there really close together on the left. And Rice there, number 86, is actually a guy I sent in motion. He was the outside wide receiver on the far right.
Yep.
Okay. And of course, when he moved across the formation, the cornerback followed him.
Yep.
However, this play turns into a disaster for the defense because if you want to run it here real quick, you'll see that a player on the right leaks out of the coverage. And I mean, he really leaks out of the coverage. And it's the guy running the deep corner on the right.
Oh, wow.
He really, like, watch, just keep going. You're not going to believe this. He is so wide open that when the ball comes to him in the end zone, he has time to turn around backwards to catch the pass. Like, there's literally no one anywhere near him.
Wow, that's terrible.
So I wanted to break down what happened here. Okay.
Yep.
And if you look at the Pigeons' defense here, they basically put a nickel defense on.
Yep.
Okay, and if you look at the yardage markers, like if you look at the chain gang,
yep.
Well, it looks to me like I need about 10 yards to make a first down. So this could have been, I'm not sure what down this was anymore. Probably second or third down, right?
Doesn't say on that overhead display. Some of them don't say what down it is.
Some of them don't say. But anyway, I think they put a nickel out there because they have 2 linebackers. And I believe what the original assignments were before I did the motion is I think that Rice there, who I motioned over, had a cornerback on him.
Yep.
And I think the slot guy there right there, Rose, had a defensive back on him.
And then this guy on him.
And Houston there on the far left had a defensive back. Okay. And I'm not sure how the assignments were for the 2 slot guys on the right-hand side of the formation, but if you look at it, you've got 3 players on the Pigeons. Like, I haven't snapped the ball yet, right?
Yep.
So before the snap, you've got 3 players on the Pigeons who appear to be out of position and running to get to someplace. And so number 39 there ends up covering the who is now the outside guy there. And it looks like the innermost guy, the guy who caught the touchdown, is covered by a linebacker, but he's not covered by 56. He's covered by that guy that was scrambling to try and make it over from the other side.
Yep.
And if you look at where the safety that had his back to the line of scrimmage goes, he appears to drop into a 1 deep zone.
That's right, yep.
And I'm not sure why he was running away, because he would have had a coverage assignment on a receiver at the line. But for some reason, when I did that simple motion from one side to the other,
they all traded
with Rice. Well, it's almost like they audibled to a different type of coverage or something. And all of a sudden, and maybe even they reversed a formation, right?
Yep.
And that would be why you had 3 players out of position and scrambling to try and get to where they're supposed to be before the play starts.
Yep.
And this is actually a very common occurrence with the AI defenses, right? If you go out in this 5 wide receiver set and you motion the outside guy from the triple side over to the opposite side, well, it seems to just completely blow up the defensive coverage. They'll start trying to reverse their formation on the field. And if they happen to have, like, a nickel formation is not a symmetrical formation, right? So what happens is you've got players running back and forth across the formation before the play starts. And when I see that happening, well, I snap the ball and just get started, because I know that there's a good chance that something like this is going to happen, right?
Yep.
And it quite often does. And this was like the easiest touchdown that you're ever going to get. And it's because they had a blown coverage because they couldn't decide who was covering who.
Yep.
Right? And you know what? First of all, you shouldn't have a nickel defense out against 5 wide receivers, because that linebacker, even if he was in position, had no chance against this guy, right? Because he does have, you know, like mid-80s speed. He's got average speed for a wide receiver, which means that your typical linebacker is no match for him in coverage. And you know, like if you have 5 wide receivers and they have a nickel defense out there, unless they go with a zero coverage, one of your wide receivers is going to be covered by a linebacker. You know, unless they go with a no deep zone coverage, right, and assign all of their defensive backs, all 5 of them, to man coverage.
Yep.
Which you almost never see. You know, like you always see, in this case, there was a 1 deep safety there. And that means that there's going to be a linebacker covering one of these guys. And they tend to want to have defensive backs covering the outermost receivers.
Yep.
Okay. And that's would be why you see that 1 safety there running with his back to the line of scrimmage toward the referee there, while you have a linebacker scrambling, you know, behind the defensive line, rushing over to replace that guy in coverage.
Yep, and he's never going to get there in time.
And he's never going to get there in time, and I'm not sure what 56 was supposed to be doing. I
Looks like he's playing a hook zone.
Maybe he's playing a hook zone underneath the 1 deep zone or something.
That's right, yep.
Yeah. But you know what? That's a blown coverage, and it's also a bad coverage choice. You should never try to cover a wide receiver with a linebacker, right?
Well, and you probably shouldn't play 1 deep against 5 wide receivers anyways.
Yeah, exactly. You should never play 1 deep against 5 wide receivers either.
I mean, even if they'd played 2 deep here, they might have at least had some possibility of a defense against this, just because they'd have had somebody out wide on that side. Of course, this is also one of those things, too, where we're always talking about how insufficient Madden 1 deep zones are, where the safety basically backs up into his deep zone and stands there, instead of reading the play and seeing this guy being the deep guy and moving towards him.
Yeah, because what he should have seen is that the linebacker covering that receiver is beaten. So, you know, like if this was an actual game and that guy was a professional football player,
he'd start running this way.
The first thing he'd do is he'd go over and pick up coverage on that guy that has obviously beaten his coverage.
That's right, and that's how a 1 deep works.
Yeah,
but
he isn't going to be interested in what's going on the right hand side there, because you basically got 2 guys running curls and 1 guy running an out toward the sideline there, right?
Yep.
And on the other side, you got a guy running an out toward the sideline, but you can't really lose if you move over to cover that inside guy, because if the pass does go to the outside guy, you can still run over toward the sideline and cut him off.
Well, and even if there were multiple deep routes going on in this play, you should still move towards one side or the other, because you can't cover both of them by splitting the middle of the field, so you have to make a choice. Are you going to cover the left guy or the right guy?
Yep, and that's the trouble with 1 deep zones in this game, is that
they don't have the logic to make that choice.
Yeah, if you try to cover both, you'll cover neither.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So basically, the only thing that this kind of coverage is useful for is if I tried to throw a post over the middle, which I almost never do.
Yep.
But anyway, just thought I'd show that off and show how a defense breaks down just due to motion. And this is like that was the standard single back empty 5 wide receiver formation.
Yep.
And I'm running a corner route with the innermost slot guy, a short out with the other slot guy, and then the outside guy who was on that the 3 wide receiver side. I motioned him over to the other side.
Yep.
So basically that's what happened, and I created a mismatch where a linebacker tries to cover. I mean, even if I'd have been the gentleman and waited for them to all move into position, I think I probably could have still scored on this play, because that linebacker, look at how far, you know, he lost ground. He started behind, but he's further behind now than he was when I snapped the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Because wide receiver has about 15 more speed points than this linebacker does, right?
Yep.
But anyway, we'll move on to the game. Just thought I'd show this off.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, and we're going into week 6 for the Magicians. And so far, we have had a rather remarkable start. We're 5-0, and we are up against the San Diego Runners.
Now, this could be tough, because they have a really good running back, actually.
Yes, they have Cody Paris, I believe.
Yeah, and he's an absolute nightmare.
And yeah, so they do have a strong run game. The thing that kind of goes against them, and they can be tough at times, but it depends on how they play, is they do run a 3-4 defense. And the type of offense that I've developed with this playbook, where I do a lot of fullback dives up the middle and that kind of thing, it's kind of well suited to match up against a 3-4, right? So that's what I'm going to try and do early in the game, is I'm going to try and hammer it in, into those big gaps between the nose tackle and the ends, and see if I can block out those linebackers, those inside linebackers, right? Anyway. And even though you just finished setting all kinds of sack records and things like that with the Crusaders, you're already working on breaking those records with, what's his name? Freeborg?
Yeah, Vince Freeborg, I believe his name is.
Yeah, Vince Freeborg's tearing it up. He's got something like 24 sacks in his first 5 games, right?
He's a 69 speed linebacker from the left.
Yeah.
He started at middle linebacker, but I converted him to left.
Yeah, basically your philosophy is you want your best linebacker to be playing the left outside linebacker position.
It's time for football.
Well, unless it's a dime defense, he's always on the field, right?
Yeah. Okay, we won the toss. I'm going to elect to defend this end. And the runners are going to choose to receive. So I guess we'll pick our audibles before we kick off here.
Actually, that'll make you cringe. Oftentimes against a 4 wide receiver set, I put a nickel defense out there.
Yeah, I know, but there's a difference, though. Your nickel defenses are designed with overlapping zones. You don't play just straight up man coverage, first of all. And second of all, you always play 2 deep safeties.
That's right.
And third of all, you don't have, in your nickel defenses, you don't have linebackers usually trying to cover wide receivers man to man. You usually have overlapping zones that are strategically placed to assist your man coverage people.
And I like to run press coverage.
And you also
nickel.
press coverage. You press quite a bit.
So linebackers can jam a wide receiver pretty well sometimes.
Well, and if they miss, you've still got zone defenders in place. And they may not stop the pass, but at least they can make the tackle and prevent it from turning into a big play, right?
Yep.
Actually, I watched a video today of a guy who basically said top 5 things that you will not see in Madden 26 but should be there.
Oh.
And he said that play creation is one of the things that they should have.
Yes,
in
absolutely.
Madden 26, because
absolutely.
He says, you know what, you can say, well, maybe disallow it for online play just because people can figure out ways to game the system,
I don't know, I'd even say, like, have yourself, like, a competitive, like, ladder mode. Oh, wow, Cody Parrish and Hilliard are injured.
My goodness. Okay, this is going to be a little easier game for you than we thought.
But yeah, I'd say allow them for online, but just have 2 separate online lobbies, one for custom playbooks and one for not.
Yeah. Well, what he also suggested is have, create a play available for franchise mode, at least offline single-player franchise mode, right?
Right, or even have it as a toggleable option, because you can play an online franchise, right? So have it as a toggleable option in the franchise mode. So allow custom playbooks, yes or no.
Yeah, but anyway, I completely agreed with him on that one. I think that they totally should. And what his point was is that, you know what, maybe drawing your own formations and your own pass routes and things like that may seem like it's tough, but so long as it's legal and falls within the rules of football, people are basically doing that at the line of scrimmage using hot routes anyways now. Yep. Right? They're basically, they'll call a play and then they'll completely change that play using hot routes before snapping the ball, right?
Yeah, it's just it's an unnecessary execution barrier.
Yeah, and that's what he said, is it would be nice to be able to do some of these things on the chalkboard and have them already done, so you don't have to call so many audibles when you go up to the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have 1st and 10 here. corners are moving up to press the receivers.
But anyway, I guess that's one of the things that the
Only one man
Madden community has been asking for.
Well, again, that's why we play Madden 05.
Ooh, wow. That looked like it hurt.
Yep.
That was a great decision by the quarterback. He laid it up there.
Yeah, that was a great decision by the quarterback to
Throw a 1 yard loss.
throw a 1 yard, well, instead of taking a 5 yard sack, right? Actually, I'm surprised he still has his helmet after that one.
Hand off to the tailback. He just unloaded on it.
Boom. Now that is what football's all about.
The visiting team come into this game, John, with a very healthy and confident defense, and they love to blitz, and not just on third down.
The offensive line is sure going to have its hands full.
Yeah, I think this game is going to be a bit of a letdown from what I expected because
They have too many injuries at a key position.
they have too many injuries in key positions, yeah.
Gets rid of it. And the pass is complete. Solid hit. Just punched it.
And the thing is, when you get hit like that, it's like having a bumblebee in your helmet. You just can't get
That being
rid of
said, that pass was, very typical of the type of pass that works against your defenses, right? But that's
that over the middle type of thing. Yeah.
But that's what happens, though, right? You may not have man-to-man coverage on everybody, but if they do catch a pass like that, well, there's 3 guys there right away to jump on them almost every time, right?
Yep.
And those zone defenders do create a lot of drop passes and that kind of thing too, with the delivering the hits, right?
Big pop that time.
You want someone
Oh,
there
there
to
you
tell
could make it
what that
3rd and
is?
2 or 2nd and 12.
Rammed him on that play.
You got a big old handful of jersey there.
After the penalty, it's now 2nd and long.
We'll go with 2nd and 12.
Randolph, the lone back. Gray, the man in motion. Dropping back. Surveying the field. Throws it.
There, see, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
Floyd
Yep.
whacks him.
They deliver the big hit and the guy can't hang on to the ball because he's getting sandwiched by 2 defenders, right?
Well, that's why you do the double coverage, right? We've got 3 deep zone and man coverage.
Yeah.
That's why you do that.
Yeah, and you're playing man 3 flats right now, right?
In the backfield.
Nope, man 5 in this case.
Oh, okay.
Throwing left. Short completion. Hitting his wide receiver to the left. Number 83. Will stop
But I know
short
you
of
play
making
man
first
3
down.
flats quite a bit. And it is remarkably effective.
Number 7 is ready to punt this one away. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for. So the
I didn't like how close that guy was.
drive of the game.
Well, better safe than sorry. That's what I say. I actually gave up a kickoff return for a touchdown earlier today.
Total. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
Not going to comment on that one.
Darn near had to take a
Well,
taxi back.
really?
It's
Yeah.
a gain of about 5.
So for the rest of the game after that, basically I just aimed the ball as high as I could, and a
Yep.
couple and all the way to the left, and then a couple of taps in from the sideline, and I basically just kicked it to a tight end for the rest of the game.
Team come out on a nickel.
Well, that would have been a rare thing, a kickoff return for a touchdown in this game.
Yeah. Oh, that pissed
That
me
does not
off.
happen often.
That pissed me off too because I only allowed
Johnson.
10 points. Look at that! Wow.
Pierce.
I only allowed 10 points in that game, and
But one of them was that kickoff return.
but one of the touchdowns was that kickoff return. Yeah.
That was a big time run.
It's first.
Ah, well.
And by the way, Grant Brown, because I was experimenting, remember, with it's kind of what I'm doing with Danny Jones and the Crusaders. Well, I ran Grant Brown one season as a wide receiver, and then I put him back. Look at that, he broke a tackle. I put him back at corner, like nickel corner, and Grant Brown finished 3rd in the league in interceptions with 7.
make up for the mistakes
and he
that
finished
pursued.
second in the league in polling for best defensive back. So, he did pretty well. He had a good season. Well, I guess if they're going to line everybody up on the line, we can't really run against that.
They'll pass on first down.
Whoa.
That pressure sure came quick.
Oh, yeah, they were like rushing right through there, right?
It's hard to go through your progressions when the pass rush
All I was
is in
doing
the
there was just
backfield
getting
back.
rid of it.
Gotta be careful not to throw an interception doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the thing about these guys is because they are a running team, the running teams, the Smashmouth teams, tend to have a very strong defensive line.
Yes, they do.
Dropping back. Pressure.
Oh, look at that. See? I couldn't even get that pass off. That tight end was wide open running over there.
Yep, you just couldn't throw it to
And
him.
I couldn't throw it to him. I couldn't release the ball fast enough.
Just about every game.
Well, at least you didn't fumble it.
Yeah, that still is annoying though. Like they make the ball release by the quarterback in this game so slow that, like you press the button and it takes 2 seconds to throw the ball after a button press, right?
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
He's looking. Gets rid of it.
Well, that was a big enough hole I couldn't even long pass out of it.
Down right now.
Well, at least you got back to the 50. Punting from the 50 is a lot better than punting from the 30.
Yeah, well, because now I can try and
He's the deep return
dribble
man.
it inside their 20, right? Like this. As opposed to having to, make a directional punt, right?
Very shallow punt.
There, takes a little bit of a roll. Well, it didn't quite make it to the 20, but close enough, I guess.
So we have 1st and 10 here. The defense is going to play this one very tight. Only one man in the backfield.
Never know, maybe this is going to turn into one of those defensive struggles since these guys don't have much going for them offensively, right? Like that running back is not even fast enough to run away from that linebacker that was going over there.
Not that
Because
I think he'd
he's
be
only
able to
got
anyways.
I think he's only got 78 speed though, and I was looking at the rosters there.
That's right, yep.
So he's got about the same amount of speed as our guys do.
Dropping back. Pressure. Throwing.
Oh
Wow,
wow.
that was terrible coverage.
Yeah, that was an ugly looking pass, and it was ugly looking coverage, and it was a crowd, and I don't know how they even got that to go in.
Quarterback will look his way again when he needs another first down.
That whole play was terrible.
Yep. Yeah, it was just messy all the way around, wasn't it?
Carter in motion. He gets the count. Green with the stop at the 40.
Guess I'll make that one.
3.
Yep.
Second and 7. They'll play things tighter on the outside. Only one man in the backfield. Tucks it away. And he's brought down at the 46. 5-yard
Well,
gain.
3rd and 2, and they're going with a single back set.
5th play of this drive. About 2 to go. Press coverage on the outside.
Yeah, they're running a lot of that.
They're probably passing. Or running a toss. I was going to say that too.
Always with the toss. I don't know what their obsession is with the toss on 3rd and short.
Has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack.
Yeah, well, I mean, to me, 3rd down and 3, unless you've got a lead, is not really a running situation anyway, right? Not in this game.
Here's the punt.
Even 3rd and
And he
2
chooses
is
best to
iffy,
return
right?
this one. Ball on their own 20. Nickelback in this time. Looks like he's changing the play.
Well, we'll try and pound it up the middle. Wow. Nobody blocked that defensive end, though.
Couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
Okay.
On the move. He finds his man. Curtis with the stop.
Well, now you've got a 3rd and short.
Yeah, but this is not a running situation. Not in this game, right? It's
Well,
just,
not for you anyways.
well, it's just not. Because if I try to run, they'll stuff me in the backfield, right?
Gaffney with a man in motion. Drops back. Closing in. Gets rid of it.
Oh.
And he makes the
That might be caught for a
and
loss.
makes the tackle at the 30-yard
Nope.
line.
They
No,
gave you
4th and
inches for that, but
yeah, but see, I still, even though I knew that guy was coming, I knew this guy was coming, right?
yep.
Okay. I read it before it even started. And even then, you see how the tackle just doesn't pick him up?
Yeah,
right?
he can't back up fast enough.
And even then, I'm getting rid of the ball as fast as I can, and I still barely managed to get rid of the ball before he hit me, right?
Yep, and that's a consequence of the cupcake line, right?
Not able to get anything
Yeah.
going on that series. They'll have to punt it away here.
Well, what that tells me is that the next time I'm in that situation, I'm going to have to go with the double tight end formation and tell the tight end on that side to block.
From the
Hey, what are you
23-yard
doing there,
line.
Floyd? You're running the wrong way. You see that? He turned up the field and ran back toward our own end for a couple of steps.
So a lot of these guys are pretty dumb out there.
So they have first and
It's like he started to head for the bench or something because he figured it was going to go out of bounds. I don't know.
Randolph in the backfield. It's the toss to the right. Oh, got very good penetration there. They may want to dump that play, John.
You know, that's what this defense will do.
Oh, they
you.
definitely
They're
want to
so
dump
good at
that play.
pursuit that if you start trying to go east and west in the backfield,
Yeah, this is
you're
looking
in
like
trouble.
a
I'd try and run the
defensive
ball right
grudge
at 'em.
match
That'll
now.
negate the speed that these guys have to the outside.
Randolph lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Randolph under pressure.
Yeah, well, there's number one.
And he's tackled behind the line.
Oh, that's Cardi.
Yeah, that was Cardi out there.
You have to go through your progression and get rid of the ball. Give your receivers a chance to make the play. You just can't take a sack in a situation like that.
Wow, that wasn't even the outside guy. Somehow he managed to escape the blocking, eh?
He might have also been out of position there, too.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Oh, no, it was definitely just Cardi running in there. No,
No, that was Freeborg. Okay, so...
who knows?
Play on the field. Drops back.
Who knows?
Ooh.
Here's what happened. The quarterback just didn't have a throwing lane for his pass. And he let that
I don't know. I think
go.
probably that took away a possible interception from the guy behind him.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a punt contest.
Well, how many punts have we had collectively in this quarter?
I think this will be the 5th. They've had the ball 3 times, and we've had the ball 2, right?
That's quite a lot of quick exchanges.
Yeah, so far, things haven't been really going all that terribly well on offense.
Simpson stops him dead at the 45-yard line.
Mainly because you do that, right?
Before he can get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great size
You,
and quickness up front.
Run the ball for no gain or a loss, and then you're out there passing
Also giving them the speed to rush the
on
passer.
second
They
down,
drop back to
right?
pass.
Gets rid of
Oh,
it.
geez, I had to throw it off my back foot again.
So that
See,
one
that guy
goes.
was going to be open, right? He was going to be open because look at this, right? He's already
already
beaten his
open.
coverage, but the pressure's coming so fast that I can't even set my feet to throw the ball, right?
So let's pick up
It's like really coming.
Yeah, you might have to develop more of a short passing strategy against these guys just because their defensive line is so strong.
Johnson moves in motion.
And that's one of the things about a Smash Mouth team is they have a really strong defensive line.
Looking for an option on the run.
Oh, come on! Well, here comes punt number 3 because he dropped the ball. He was wide open.
Well, a scoreless first quarter isn't the worst thing in the world.
Not much hang time on
Wow, this guy is lacking a little in power, I think, although I got a decent roll on that one. I'm kind of starting to think that maybe I have to be on their side of midfield in order to do that and get it inside the 20. Well, I think I netted just about 30 yards on that, right?
Well, the underneath guy tried to make a swing at that, but he just missed it.
Yeah. That's okay. This isn't going to last.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and we're all tied up. And we're ready to start the second quarter. Second and 1 coming up. Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Green stops him.
Unfortunately there, I had to run him down from behind because Green is not fast enough to actually get over there horizontally.
Yeah, and it was all north-south running there. Not a lot of side-to-side. And that's exactly what you have to do to get the first.
In spite of the fact that he's only a 78 speed running back.
Yeah, well, he's still faster than most defensive linemen.
Well, if that had been Cody Paris, I probably would have had to dive and fingernail tackle him or something.
Yeah.
He had some room up in front of him to scramble out of the pocket.
I'm not sure whether he just dropped that or whether he got bumped and it made him drop it.
I'm not sure either. That was a mess, though.
Yeah.
Randolph, the lone back.
Well, it looked like that pass went in about his knee height, too, right?
We'll get the call again. Woodson makes the tackle at the 44-yard line. And they're trying to force the defense to adjust to them.
If they keep getting gains like this, it could really open up things for them in the second half.
The corners are moving up to press the receivers. Pressure, slings it to the outside. Almost picked off.
Looks like that was a screen attempt or something.
Yeah, that was a screen attempt.
He did almost everything right on that one.
Only the guy that was receiving the screen, his coverage man, was basically, sharing his mint breath with him.
Yeah.
Here's the punt.
That's a terrible punt.
That's okay. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Looks like he's calling an audible. Then it comes in motion.
I think I may have the wrong audible here.
He'll pass on 1st down. Gets rid of it, and he makes...
I might have picked the wrong play for the audible here. Yeah, I did. I picked the wrong play. It's supposed to be this one. All right.
Back to the game. Good job finding some room. I thought he was going to bring that one in.
That's the type of pass that you got to be able to hang on to.
Yeah, well, he dropped the pass. What can I say? It's probably going to happen at least another 7 or 8 more times in this game yet. I hope I have enough time to do that.
Dropping back, looking downfield.
Hey, where are you going there, buddy?
You might need to make that a 3-second delay instead of a 2-second delay.
Boy. I just can't get anything going here today. It's been just like terrible incompetence.
The visiting team come out in a dime package. He's looking, throwing.
Oh, catch the ball!
Well, he is your number 5 guy out there, right?
Oh, come on! Wow.
There's a reason. Let's just hope that we don't have 20 drop passes in this game. If we can keep it under 10, I think I'll be happy.
Wow. I don't know, I think we're at 5 or 6 already, actually. There, that one. I managed to keep it away from him a little bit.
It's 1st and 10. The corners are moving up to press the receivers. Randolph is the deep back. Throws it.
Yeah, I'm actually not used to these guys passing so much.
Yeah. Well, that time he should have been pulled down for a loss there, but...
That was the fullback, though. He's a bit tougher to bring down if he does catch it.
Well, we should still have the ball and we should still be marching there because, you know what, I had 2 drop passes on that sequence. And that's a backward pass. Go get him.
I did. I was the only one who did, but I did.
Really? Wow.
So it just goes as loss of yardage. Those type of passes.
See, that's another thing that's a bit of a flaw in the game design here is that if they're going to throw a screen, the quarterback should drop back deeper than the receiver that's supposed to catch the pass, right? Like, you should never throw the ball backward on a screen.
Yeah.
Lineman got his hand up and he batted it down at the line.
And really, the idea
Probably their screen routes in general should be redrawn.
Yeah, it really... the idea of a screen is that you're supposed to be backpedaling and looking like you're vulnerable to a sack to get the defense to chase you, and then you throw it over their heads to a guy standing behind them, right?
Well, and they should probably have their screen routes drawn not so damn shallow in the backfield anyways.
Yeah.
Looks like he's changing the play. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Gets rid of it.
Oh, somebody caught a pass. Wow.
Well, Clay is one of your tight ends.
When you get hit like that, it's like having a bumblebee in your helmet. You just can't
Okay,
get rid of it.
well, let's get out there and see if we can do that again. Oh, man.
Passing on 1st down. With the throw, just won't go down. Johnson takes him down.
You know what? When you lose 2 yards after catching the ball, it kind of makes me wish you would just go down.
Well, at least you got 3 on that. Positive yards is better than nothing.
Like, eat turf and pick up 5 instead of running out of a tackle and picking up 3, right?
I mean, you're probably lucky you didn't lose 2 yards on that.
Johnson, the man in motion, calling an audible now. Dropping back, surveying the field. Gets the pass off, and he hits his target. Gaffney.
Yeah, let's see how that handles their pass rush. You see that? They were blitzing again. And the tight end that I left in to block actually picked that guy up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They were sending like 6 here, I think. By the looks of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, looks like they were sending 6.
And we're back.
Wow.
1st and 10. Edwards comes.
Do we try and run a stretch run with this guy?
Yeah, what the hell?
Hey, look at that. I got a block.
And a face mask.
And a face mask penalty, yep.
Yeah, you talk about your decleaner.
That's what that pulling lineman does, though, right? He helped me to make that 3 yards and then, or 4 yards.
The defender will do whatever it
Yep.
takes to get a guy down. This time he got caught pulling him down by the mask.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. Under a yard to go. Johnson.
2nd and 1 is a passing situation, right?
Well, I don't see why not. I mean, it's not like it's 3rd and 1.
Except that he was waving his hands around. Now it's 2nd and 5.
A team has to show
Yeah, if you're quick and you call your audible there, your hot route audible there, while he's still putting the guy in motion, then you can cancel the animation.
Yeah. I really wish that you could just get rid of that animation altogether and just not have it. Right? Because it adds absolutely zero to the immersion of the game. I imagine they'll decline this. It adds absolutely zero to the immersion of the game. It just makes it harder to throw, to run plays.
Well, and actually, if we were playing with vanilla teams, it does somewhat break some of the AIs too, because audible happy quarterbacks like Peyton Manning will take delay of game penalties like it's no tomorrow, because he'll call 2 or 3 audibles on every play, right?
Oh, there, see? Penalty. Incomplete pass, drop pass, right?
The quarterback finds him with a pass, but you can't think about the defender or what you're going to do with it after you make the catch. You got to make the catch first, and then you think about the other stuff later.
Very shallow punt.
Wow, that went nowhere after it landed. You see that?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, at least it didn't bounce backwards 10 yards.
Yeah. That's stupid, though. You never know what you're going to get when you do that, right?
Well, but we do it because most of the time it works out.
Yeah. Except that today, nothing's been working out.
I'll tell you one thing, he's going to feel
I don't remember the last time I had this hard a time playing offense.
The guy seems to get stronger every time he touches the ball.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. This is number 57. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5 to go. Out of the gun. Carter, the motion man. With the carry. He'll feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah, well, now I guess they're going to punt it back to us again.
I don't understand what the hell the point of that was at all.
This defense can really get after the ball.
Oh,
And then
man.
also, too, there was this suction block after the play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And welcome back. Good defensive stand there. Now they'll punt it away after a 3-and-out. Here's the kick.
Well, that looks like a fair catch. Yeah.
Well, I might have been able to run to the left, but...
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to try something else here.
Ball on their own 39.
I don't think I've tried this yet.
Changing the play now. Hutchinson, the man in motion. Hands off to the tailback.
Nice cut.
I found some room. Made a first down on the ground. Wow, look at that, eh?
Picks up the first down.
It was well executed. They hit their blocks and the back found the right hole.
I got more rushing yards than passing. Look at that. How's that for craziness?
Johnson moves in motion. Throwing on first down with the pass.
Oh, come on. Catch the ball.
He dropped it.
That's the old rule. If you get your hands on it, you got to catch it.
Gets the pass off, and this pass is complete. Pierce makes the tackle at the 30.
Kind of looked like nobody was covering him.
Yeah, well, nobody was covering Hutchinson on the right either. There was a lot of people not being covered in that play.
First and 10. The visiting team come out in a nickel package. He sees something in the defense.
Okay. If I had time, I'd audible an extra blocker in there.
pass play here on first down with the throw.
Oh, come on.
He had it and lost it. It was complete. The pass was right there, but he couldn't bring it in.
He was there, and the quarterback found him with the ball. Just bounced off his hand.
Gaffney with a man in motion.
Oh, come on. Get out there.
At least he goes right out there when that happens.
Yeah.
Dropping back, he surveys the field, throws it, and he hits his target. Johnson records the tackle at the 28-yard line. Good pass and catch there as he records his third reception of the game.
The defense better start watching this guy because he's been getting some room to work with out there. And if they don't, they might wish they had. He's the kind of guy who can really take over a game.
Okay.
Pressure coming.
Jeez, I couldn't even throw that because they're coming through so fast, right? Like, look at that.
Yep.
They're not even bringing anybody extra. That was
and
like
there's two guys unblocked there, yeah.
Yeah, that was like a 3-man rush, and they just crashed, and they ran around everybody. Like, they ran right... That guy there just ran right through this gap right here.
Yep.
Untouched. It's no wonder I can't do anything. I'm not getting any blocking.
Well, you're on the 28th, so I'd say go for it.
Go for it?
Yeah, go for it.
You don't think I can kick a field goal from here? Probably
you got
not.
a 3-mile-an-hour headwind, and we've got a terrible kicker.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, I maybe want to go with something where I can protect my quarterback a little bit, though. Maybe we'll try this.
And this is the 7th play of this.
You're a little low on time, so...
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
Cholo comes in motion. Drops back.
Uh-oh.
Pass off. Almost got it.
Well, didn't make it.
The question going for us so early in the game. John, what do you think?
No, I wouldn't do it. That's why you have special teams and defenses, so you don't have to worry about giving the ball right back on 4th down.
I think you're going to have to score.
Jeez.
Randall, the lone back. Number 83, the motion man. Number 57 breaks the play up in the backfield. He's there to make yet another outstanding defensive play.
He made a name for himself.
I don't know where this is coming from because these guys are on paper not as good as some of the teams that we've beaten already this season, right? It's just that, like you saw on that last replay that I showed, the offensive line isn't doing anything. They're just not playing.
Oh, don't face mask him.
Yeah, you talk about your depleter.
Well, it's still 3rd down.
He unloaded and he got a depleter.
The offense picks up some free yards.
So if you can stop him here and avoid taking another penalty, then you got to stop again. Definitely made it a little easier for them, but
lines up behind his fullback in the eye. He'll get it again.
oh, I'd challenge that ball spot for sure.
You really want to challenge that ball spot?
I would challenge that ball spot.
We have a challenge, so the referee will go over to the sideline and see if it was the right call. And if not, the team is going
If that's
to lose
us,
the timeout.
that's short,
exactly
right?
Where the ball was when he went down.
Yeah, they're thinking the ref was going to give him that left foot spot when they were thinking it should have been a right foot spot.
Because I've been further across the yellow stripe than that before and been called short. Oh, yeah, okay. I think the fix was in there. Basically, the AI, so long as his helmet breaks the line, then it's a first down. But for us, basically you have to be all the way across the line. If even your shoelace is on the other side of the line, it's short.
Love brings him down at the 46-yard line. And that's a gain of about 8.
It was worth a try.
2nd and 2 coming up to you.
So, a penalty and then a cheesy spot, right?
Oh.
Ooh, boy.
Diving tackle at the 43.
There was some crazy-looking suction blocking and stuff going on there, too.
Oh, he also made a pretty slick maneuver there.
Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside. Alexander comes in motion, going to the air on first down with the pass, and the catch is made. Nice gain on the completion with 2nd and short upcoming now.
I like the quick decision by the quarterback. The defense didn't have time to react.
Carter moves in motion.
Illegal formation.
Gets rid of it. This
They should call a penalty for that, because that is an illegal formation, right?
Well, when they did that, I went and audibled to a full man coverage scheme
When they get out in this field.
as to not let that guy be uncovered.
Yeah.
Randolph, the deep man. He tucks it away. Keeps his feet moving. Puts it on the ground. The visiting team, the home team, has lost 2 fumbles.
They're going to
Yeah,
score.
they've been the victim of good defensive play. They've got to put it behind them and move on.
So after the fumble now, it's 1st and 10. Two minutes to go. He was hit just
Whoa. Okay, well, too bad you couldn't get that one back, but
after that pass falls behind the line.
Yeah, you never want to put your receiver in a position to catch a pass behind the line, and he's got a defender bearing down on him.
With the throw,
Yeah.
Ball takes him down at the 24. He's trying to get them back to the line, tightening up the coverage along the outside, calling an audible. Throws it over the middle.
See, they're going to score. It's preordained.
Calling an audible now.
Call a timeout and reset.
Lobs one into the end zone. This pass is incomplete.
This is just a beautiful play to force the incompletion. I mean, he gets up high, and he turns what could be a touchdown into a heck of a defensive play.
Crosses it left. A lot of big hits today.
Yeah, that guy almost had the decal knocked off his helmet when he tried to get across the line of scrimmage on that one.
Pressure with the pass.
There's a touchdown.
And he makes the grab.
There was nothing you could do about it. It was going to happen.
They get the touchdown.
And that's the deal
Well,
where
I
the
tried.
quarterback saw his
No, when I could tell
opportunity.
when they recovered both of their own fumbles there, right? They had 2 fumbles in quick succession that they both managed to recover. And then suddenly, in a long yardage situation, they managed to make a first down.
Is good.
It was just too much, right?
The visiting team are lined up for the kickoff. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 4-yard line. The home team will start the drive from 22. Just over a minute still to go. The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Calling an
Get over there. Jeez, I don't know why they do that sometimes.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. With the throw. Great throw.
Well, he caught it.
Makes the tackle. Looks like he's changing the play. And we go back to the game. Johnson, the motion man. Changing the play now. Pass play here on 1st down. Looking for a receiver. Throwing on.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete pass. Come out of the nickel. Gaffney with a man in motion. He's looking, throws on the run. And it's caught.
Just managed to get it over the defender there.
33-yard line.
Be efficient here. You can't afford to let time slip away from you.
It's 1st and 10. Gaffney sends a man in motion. Looks like he's changing the play. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. And he is bumped out of bounds at the 27. And this is the 5th play of this drive. They're within striking distance here. Johnson in motion. Dropping back, looking for an option, closing in.
Shit.
Down to the turf. Gaffney stops the clock there. Gibson right after the quarterback to his defensive end spot.
The sack really helps in the game of field position. It puts him in a long yardage situation, and that gives the advantage to the defense.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Surveys the field, guns it left side. Perfect pass. The 10. And
Call timeout.
Wow. I can't believe that. What do you think? Do we kick the field goal or do we go for it?
That's up to you. I'm not going to call that decision for you. I know you like to kick field goals.
Yeah, well, I'm going to kick the field goal. I think I want to get some points out of this.
Cook lines up for the field goal. To
If the field goal team will hurry the fuck up and line up, jeez.
Veteran kicks it through.
No problem for him. Whatever the situation,
Wow.
he'll approach it the same
Well,
way.
it's still a close game.
Yeah, well, at least we managed to get some points out of that. Anyway, I guess it must be time for the halftime stretch.
Indeed. And we're back.
Yes, and the first half has been a trial. We actually have more yardage than they do, but it just seems like I would get to a certain point and then something would go wrong.
Yeah, well, they're terrible at 3rd down conversions, but we're even worse.
Yeah.
We just can't convert on 3rd down. That's what the problem is.
Well, it just seems like something always goes wrong, right?
The visiting
You know?
team are ready to kick this one
Somebody,
off.
oh yeah, we did have 6 drop passes in the first half too, which does not help.
From the 2. The home
Because
team
it's bad
starts
enough
this
when
run
you
from the
have,
20-yard line. The visiting team defense has done very much what it wanted to today, John, as we expected.
Yeah, we talked about
when you have a team that's bringing pressure and getting away with it the way that these guys have so far,
they've been putting good pressure on the quarterback.
it's even worse when your receivers can't catch the ball when you throw it to them, right?
Simpson created problems in the backfield on that one. So that tackle now gives him 4. And he chases him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
I'll tell you, he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on.
Gaffney sends a man in motion. Throws it. Great pass. Curtis makes the tackle at the 25.
Well,
I mean, you made 6 yards on that play, but you were 2 yards behind.
Yeah.
About 6 to go.
The defense really bears down on 3rd down.
Looks like he's changing the play. He's looking, goes with a short pass to the right side. Feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah, with how hard he just got hit, he's lucky to be able to hold on to
Well,
the
you
ball.
did what you had to.
Brown will come in now to punt it away. Nelson sets up, waiting for the punt. Here's the punt.
Well, they're not returning that one.
Yeah, that's a good solid kick.
Where it went out of bounds.
Oh, I don't know about that, though. I think you got it past the 30.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just more of the same, right? We get the worst possible spot, and they get the best possible spot, and, you know, like, that's just the way it goes, right?
They can't get it done on the ground on first down, John, but they're still leading in this one.
Some teams manage
Wow.
to get by pretty well without a solid running game. And that's mostly because their passing game is very effective, especially their short passing game.
The corners are moving up to press the receivers. Only one man in the backfield. Randolph. Bird with the stop at the 31-yard line. They went with the running play.
You never
Trying to
know
do
when
that
you're gonna
block
find
skipping
some
thing,
room
right?
and break
Yep.
loose into the secondary.
You leave a guy who's almost right on the line of scrimmage unblocked and run right by him.
Schwartz back in the shotgun. Dropping back, gets the pass off. and
Another backward pass. Ooh. That's 4 fumbles in this game that they've had, and we have recovered none of them.
Third fumble of the game.
I don't know what to say, man. It's just luck of the draw, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know how they have managed to not turn the ball over yet, because they have fumbled it 4 times.
Here's the punt. From the 36.
So I honestly don't know what to do here. I really don't. Nothing that I have tried has worked.
Just ignore it and carry on, man.
So they have first and 10 here.
Don't let it get inside your head. It's still a very close game. We don't have anything to worry about yet.
Gibson makes the tackle at the 42. Trying to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate the pace of the game.
Throws on the move. He hits his receiver. Dives and brings him down at the 46. Once again, he makes it happen while on the move.
He's one of those guys who doesn't lose his accuracy.
Yeah, they had that defensive end out real wide, and I was wondering if he was going to try to rush around the outside, but he actually tried to cut inside there.
He'll get it out of there pretty quickly.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Shields goes in motion. Going to the air on first down. Surveying the field with the pass.
Oh, look at that. He caught it.
No, they were asking for that one.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work. Because all kinds of things can go wrong, and the way that this game has been going so far, they have been going wrong, that is.
Like I said, you just got to carry on.
Yeah.
Hand it off to the fullback. He just unloaded on him.
Boom. Now that is what football's all about.
Good game for the offense here in the second.
This is one of those guys who seems to play better as the game goes on. The more he gets the ball, the better he does. I'd expect to see him get quite a few touches here as the game winds down.
Gaffney sends a man in motion. Throws it, and the catch is made. Johnson brings
Well,
it
that's
down.
why we have those flat routes.
Gaffney doing an
Yep,
excellent job.
that's why.
Things are
All
really
right.
slowing down for him right now. He's seeing the coverage and finding the open man with ease. He's really in some kind of rhythm out there.
Well, we'll try this again.
Well, you're in a position for it to work.
Again with the run. Johnson stops him at the 5.
It did, sort of.
Ball on the ground.
This is
And Shields is a decent enough ball carrier.
Watch, they're going to come out with the goal line defense now, probably. Yeah.
Consistently, it really wears down the interior line.
This is where you audible to your 5 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Calling an audible. Dropping back. Gets the pass off. Catches it.
I mean, you could have taken your pick there, left tight end or right tight end. They were both very loosely covered.
Yeah, well, that's the system, though, right? I look at that guy first. Like, I think I explained it before. I start scanning from left to right, eh? So he happened to be the first guy I looked at, and he was open, so I threw it to him.
Cook comes in to attempt the point after. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. The home team.
Wow.
Find themselves up by a small margin. The home team.
Well, you know what? The fullback attack maybe is the way to go. Because that seems to have gotten us started here.
Sends it sailing. From the 9-yard line to the 20. This is
Well,
the defense did a great job on the last series, forcing the offense to go 3 and out. So they have 1st and 10 here. They're having no success running on 1st down.
That's why they're losing. You got to be able to get yards on 1st down.
Feeds it off to the back. Number 57 with the tackle at the 30.
well, he sure tried to break that tackle, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he marched real forward, swimming forward there, even through the offensive and defensive line.
I don't know. I think that was a generous spot, too, though, right? Like, I think that they do tend to err on the side of generosity when it comes to the AI and ball spots.
At the 39. Good gain there and a 1st down.
Like a close ball spot when we have the ball will be short, and a close ball spot when they have the ball will be a 1st down, right?
They're having no success running on 1st down.
Which is one reason why they find themselves on the short end of the stick right now. It's hard to have consistent success without balance.
Floyd records the tackle at the 40.
Well, that play will stretch way out to the outside and won't go anywhere.
Yeah, eventually they'll run out of blockers, and you had 2 guys left, so...
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him. Stop behind the line, lost the couple. Randolph couldn't escape.
That'll be enough of that running nonsense.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength.
Wow, that guy's got 8 tackles.
Sometimes they struggle.
You can tell that when you have a linebacker that's got 8 tackles, you can tell they've been running the ball a lot, right?
Rolling.
Oh.
Taylor makes the play.
He just couldn't stick with his man.
Yep.
Nice read, finding the receiver who was in single coverage.
Well, see, the first half was a defensive struggle. Maybe now the second half is going to open up and we're going to shoot it out for the rest of the game, right?
Rushing on 1st down has not worked out for them today. Less than a 2-yard per carry average.
Stuff like a turkey. I mean, less than 2 yards isn't very good.
Falk with the tackle at the 47.
See, they almost got a 2-for-1 block there, but that guy couldn't hold on to the guy that made the tackle and block the new guy, right?
Yep.
Although he sure tried.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him. Gets rid of it. Taylor makes
How do you let him catch that?
30-yard line.
I don't know. He put his hands up, but it looked like it just went right through his hands, right?
Yeah.
He did put his hands up.
Oop. Going through all the wrong menus here. Out of control.
Let's get back to the action on the field. So they have 1st and 10 here. They'll play things tighter on the outside. So goal from the I formation. Alexander moves in motion. Randolph. Randolph was stuffed on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. They do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
Tightening up the coverage along the outside. Looking for an option with the pass.
Oh, yeah. That's what you needed, a change. A change is as good as a rest, isn't that what they say?
I don't know what they say.
Well, you made a change there, and it worked for you.
You got to take your time, make the reads, and look for something safer, maybe underneath, and then let the receiver gain some yards after the catch.
I don't know, John. That was about as underneath as you can get.
With the throw, he hits his receiver. Almond records the tackle at the 39. He's grabbing anything that comes his way. About 2 to go.
Hey, look at that. I've completed 10 passes in a row.
Hand it off to the fullback. Reed with the stop at the 43-yard line. Shields showed a great.
And he ran for a first down.
And he ran for a first down.
He did a great job there of blocking the backside pursuit, which helped him get the first down.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Shields in motion. Looks like he's calling an audible.
Crap, that didn't work for some reason.
Throwing on first down. Gets the pass off, and he makes the grab.
But Shields can run once he catches the ball. And he can catch, yeah.
At least a little.
At least a little.
And a lot more. Good pull there. First and 10.
Take it that didn't work out the way you thought it was going to?
How so? Well, you know what? The way that this game has been going, I was expecting the worst.
Oh.
Receives the handoff. Omen makes the play at the 27. 6-yard gain. 2nd and 3.
As it is, like I started off using the wishbone and I couldn't make any mileage with it in the first quarter at all, right?
Yep.
But I wasn't running that that dive play, right? That lead fullback dive play. I didn't run that one in the first quarter. I don't know why.
Gaffney sends a man in motion. Under pressure.
Yeah, I could see that guy coming. I wasn't going to be able to get rid of it.
They did a nice job up front with their bull rushes and rips and stunts, forcing adjustments along the offensive line. They have to do a better job getting off the ball and controlling the line of scrimmage. They're going to have a tough time whenever they drop back to throw.
With the throw, and the catch is made. They've got something going here.
Yeah, it's been one first down after another. They're putting together a nice-looking drive here.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. They're inside the 20. They're inside the 20.
Now they're starting to man lock all over the place, right? In order to stop that run.
Pass play here on first down with the pass, and it's caught. Johnson.
There, that's what I'm trying that's different now. You see this? I figured out that I pretty much have to do the old wheel route with this guy because the receivers here are too close together. If I do anything else with him, he actually interferes with this guy's route. But I do have enough room over on this side for this guy to run my little square out, right? So now that gives me one more pass route that I can run, right?
Yep.
They're inside the 15. Directing traffic.
Okay, pick up 4 there, Shields. We need 4 yards, buddy.
This run's going to go for 2.
Hands it off to the fullback.
Oh, maybe
No, it's going to go for a whole bunch.
Brings him down.
I didn't think it was going to work at all. I saw the way those linebackers were lined up, and I'm like, there's no way. I wonder what must have happened there. One of the guys must have rushed to the other side.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoops, I had the wrong audible there now. We're going to have to change that
Yeah,
back.
because your 2-minute...
Yeah, I made that adjustment for the 2-minute thing.
We'll go back to the play on the field.
Yeah, let's get everybody back over to where they belong.
Cholo.
Push the pile.
Simpson with the stop at the 3-yard line.
Well, he managed to pick up 2.
They're 3 yards away from
Well, it's like John says, right? You need 2 yards, I'll get you 2 yards.
Yeah.
Shields moves in motion. Tosses it right. Fullback handoff.
Nice.
That was an almost perfect run in that type of situation.
Yep, he just lowered his shoulders. And
I don't know, I think Shields has been the hometown hero in this game.
Well, that was Rotolo running there, but...
I know, but Shields has been the guy who's been carrying the ball to get us there, though, right? He might not have gotten the touchdown call,
So
but
it's at the extra point.
if they'd have shifted the line the other way, I would have gone to him instead.
That's 17 unanswered points.
They just can't seem to stop him.
The home team are lined up for the kickoff. Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return.
Wow. Big difference in kickers from what I'm used to working with.
Yep.
With
told you he's terrible.
With a wind at my back, I can kick the ball to the 7-yard line.
It's 1st and 10.
Ah, I told you he's terrible.
Yeah, he is. He's terrible.
Randolph, the lone setback. With the carry, Floyd makes the play at the 26. Gain of 3.
You know what? Considering that guy is not very fast, he's actually not done a bad job.
Yo, he still is on a Smash Mouth team, mind you, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's a product of the system, I suppose you could say, right?
Well, I don't even know if I'd say that. I'd say he's probably got some talent in, like, at least running the ball.
This one falls incomplete. He threw it a little too soon and it missed the mark. The pass rush almost got to him.
I don't think he ever had a chance to set his feet.
Right, he's probably agile, he's probably got good acceleration, he probably can still break tackles.
Yep.
He's just a little bit slow, being the third string guy.
Yeah.
With the throw.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, we got the overlapping short zones everywhere.
Yep, the overlapping zones, and that did the job. The first guy missed it, but the second guy knocked it down.
Yeah, and then there was a man coverage guy in there, too.
Yep. I mean, except for that touchdown they scored on you so far, you've played pretty much a defensive masterpiece in this one, I think.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I did give up a touchdown.
From the 39-yard line.
That was up in the air so long, I was surprised I was able to run over and catch that.
Yeah, really, eh?
And then I was surprised that I had room to return it. I don't know what the hell went down on that punt.
Well, here we go, folks. We're using the wishbone now. We're going back in time 60 years or so.
He tucks it away.
Oh, you're just playing college football out there.
At the 48-yard line.
Yeah, well, only got 2 that time, though.
8 to go. Johnson, the motion man.
Corner blitz.
Double corner blitz. Both of them.
Coleman
Yeah.
takes him down at at the 44-yard line.
Well, let's have a look here. Yeah, they were bringing both corners. You're right. They were bringing both corners. I could have thrown to this guy here. He would have been wide open.
Yep.
It's just that I was looking this way because this guy is the main receiver in this play, right?
Yep. Well, that's okay. You still got your yards.
So let's pick up the action. First down marker just inside the 43.
Well,
Looks like he's calling an audible.
Really?
Throwing. And he makes
Well, okay.
loses one time.
that's what I'm doing. I just wanted that extra blocker in case they popped the guy through the line, right?
Completion, and now it's thrown for over 250. So they have first and 10 here.
So this seems to be a tactic, right? Run it up the middle with the fullback when they look like this. And if they man lock and bunch everybody in the middle, audible to a pass.
Shields. Simpson with the tackle at the 23-yard line. Gain of 4. And this is the 5th play of this drive. About 6 to go. Changing the play now. Shields goes in motion. Dropping back. Looking for an option with the throw. And the catch is made.
Well, at least it was a catch instead of throwing it into the dirt.
Yeah. Well, I didn't like the way things looked on the left there.
No, they were totally covered on the left.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Drops back. Throwing left.
Come on, get out there. Man, oh man, these guys are so clumsy.
Makes the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Like, it's hard to get them running forward after they catch that ball sometimes.
Now they want you to go on 4th down.
Yeah.
They don't want you to go on 4th down when you're outside of field goal range, but when you're inside of field goal range.
No, you definitely want to kick the field goal in this case. And my decision at the end of the first half to kick the field goal there is starting to look like a good decision.
Well, better some points than none.
Well, because now it's 20-7 instead of 17-7, right?
Nice distance.
Too many times I've watched a game on TV and you see
From the 7-yard line to the 20.
the coach elect to not go for an easy field goal and go on 4th down, and then he gets stopped, and at the end of the game they lose the game, and they lose it by 2, or they lose it by a field goal, right? You know what I mean? Like, they lose the game by the field goal that they didn't kick.
To carry it, he just unloaded on it. Boom.
Now, that is what football's all about.
Well, that's still a problem.
Yep.
Penalties and takeaways are just as big a factor in some games as effective offense. The team that stays mistake-free usually wins the game.
Yeah, John, especially when you give up like 100 yards in penalties.
Ooh.
Gets in there to record the sack. They just blanketed the receivers downfield.
Oh, that's Freeborg out there.
Freeborg again.
Throw it underneath, throw it away. You can't take the sack and lose yardage like that.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack. Schwartz scans the defense from the gun with the pass. And his pass is completed.
Well, he stuck his hand out there. He just missed it.
Yep. Well, and the halfback made a great move there to move over and pick up your linebacker that was rushing from the outside there too.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Green makes the play at the 44.
You've been busy today.
Well, people are sleeping out there, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Fifth play of this
I'm running around all the way out back there, making all the tackles myself, it feels like.
Schwartz back in the shotgun.
Ooh,
Taken down in
yeah.
the backfield by number 51. Great push up front by the defensive line, leading to the sack.
This guy
Wow.
seems to make big plays in every game that I watch him play. They need to do a better job of sliding into protection over to his
Well,
side.
3 tackles and 3 sacks, eh? Oh, there's... Oh, okay. I guess they're going to count that as an incomplete pass, eh?
Guess so, yeah.
Or do they call that a sack? Funny they didn't call that a fumble.
Number
I have no
7 comes
idea.
into the game for the punt. Here's the punt. From the 28-yard line. And the offense getting ready to come back on the field after a decent return.
Okay, well...
So they have 1st and 10 here. Shields.
Oh, we had a guy come from the outside that time.
Found the ball carrier to make his 4th stop of the game. Big tackle there for a loss and great pursuit there, John.
You can say that again. He knows how to prepare, and it really pays off when you make stops like that.
But yeah, it's just been one of those games where I feel like I'm making all the tackles in the running game.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one doing so.
Drops back.
Well, look on the bright side. At least you're doing it.
Yeah, well, if I wasn't, I'd be giving up runs for touchdowns. Because in a lot of those situations, I'm the only guy there to make the tackle, right?
Well, I'm going to elect to try and run for a first down here just because
Conversions is a keeper stat.
I can run the clock down to the 2-minute warning whether I make it or
You
not.
keep your drive going.
Good plan.
You keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Going to the left. And he'll get the call. Number 93 brings him down.
Yeah, they just bowled the left tackle right over, huh?
Yep. Well, like I said, I'm playing with a 2-touchdown lead here. And the way that your defense has been playing, I trust you. So I'm willing to, like just take the loss and punt the ball away, right? Especially because I'm in that position where I can do this.
Not much hang time on this one.
Nice roll on that one.
Yep.
Give them a long field. They're going to have to try and, figure out a way to get down there through your defense in less than 2 minutes.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Looks like he's calling an audible.
Like I said, except for that one possession, your defense has been pretty much impenetrable today.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Looking deep to the right. Incomplete. Aggressive call on 1st down, going deep against double coverage.
There's always going to be double coverage deep, Al.
Yeah, because I don't like to not have double coverage deep.
Yep, you got to have double coverage deep. You can't let them throw those long bombs down the sidelines like that.
Gets the pass off.
Look out.
Yep, but that's okay. You tackled him inbounds, so the clock keeps running.
It keeps one defense on the field, and it doesn't let them get the right personnel in there sometimes.
Passing on 1st down. With the pass.
Safety comes over and knocks it away.
To go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations.
And that is why you look at that. Your free safety's got 4 pass knockdowns.
But most importantly,
Right, that's why you play those 2 deep zones like that, though. Right, you have to, because it's hard enough for a safety to cover half the width of the field. You expect him to cover like the entire field all by himself. You're not going to do it.
Backing off, directing traffic. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Throwing. Incomplete. Good pass. He just couldn't handle it. Sixth play of this drive. The quarterback is back in the shotgun. Alexander goes in motion. Calling an audible now. With the pass. And he hits it.
And then they send him out anyways.
Yeah, really. On a short hot potato pass, right? I don't get that at all, really. I could understand if they were trying to use him as a pass blocker, but...
Drops back, gets rid of it, comes up with it. Love makes the tackle at the 49-yard line.
Defensive lineman made the tackle on that. That was such a short pass that...
And this is the 8th play of this drive. Ball at midfield. Only one man in the backfield. Under pressure, goes with a short pass to the right.
Screen again.
And they turn it over on downs.
And that is a turnover on downs.
It's all in your hands now.
Well, it might be a little bit soon to take a knee, so I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just I'll do one of these. And then if they don't call a timeout,
this one is handed off. Gibson brings him down.
oh, look at that. See, they called their timeout. That's why it's a little bit early to take a knee, right?
They need 5.
I mean, even with the time remaining on the clock, they're not going to score 2 touchdowns.
Changing the play now. Looks like he's calling an audible. Pull that handoff. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
He got hit so hard, he darn near had to take a taxi back.
See, even if I take a knee now, I'll have to punt, right?
First down marker.
No, I don't think you will.
Inside the 40.
Yeah, maybe not. Guess I could have taken the knee there, but
Looks like he's
what the
changing
hell?
it.
Let's
Let the fullback shine.
Shields has been having a great day. He's the hero of the game. I don't care if he doesn't have a checkbox that says QB next to his name. In my mind, he's the game MVP on offense, at least.
Tucks it away.
Wow, I don't know how he managed to turn that into some yards.
40-yard line.
Yeah, he just kind of tumbled over the guy who tackled him.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to give the other team as little time.
That's okay. I think we're lucky to escape with a win in this one, though, especially the way it started. Wow.
Keep the clock moving.
I don't know. I was expecting that things were going to end well. I was just a little disappointed on giving up that touchdown.
We come to the end of this one, and the score is 20-7. Not a lot.
I don't know. I'd say that was our toughest game so far this season.
Separating the two teams.
Because the thing is that in the first half, a lot of times, too, they weren't giving up those wide receiver flat passes either, right? You know, when they have a guy, like when they have 2 guys lined up there and one guy's lined up outside of that wide receiver in the tight formation, you don't throw the flat pass to that guy then. You just don't do it, right? Because if that guy's playing the flat zone, you're dead. So anyway, I managed to grind out 79 yards on the ground and 260 passing yards. And you were pretty stingy against both the run and the pass there. And you finally managed to get that all-important turnover. And after all those fumbles that you didn't recover, it was an interception.
I don't know, man. That's just the way it worked out.
Yeah. Looks like we got more penalties than they did. The time of possession was pretty even, though. So I managed to improve my quarterback rating to a 95. Completed 28 of 41 passes. Wow. So Shields managed to pick up the 37 yards. I did manage to pick up a few yards with the halfback there, but kind of running by committee today, whatever way I could advance the ball. Yeah, Tony Clay. Looks like the third string tight end catches the touchdown pass, eh? Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. I had 6 drop passes in the first half and no drop passes in the second half. So that made quite a difference too, right? So there you go. Otto had 9 tackles. That's your right outside linebacker. So you could tell that they were definitely running the ball a lot, because look at all the tackles that your linebackers got. There's you chasing people down and tackling them all over the place. 8, 9, 10, 11 tackles for a loss. And Vince Freeborg got 4 sacks. I guess they did count that one as a sack, even though the ball came out. I guess maybe the play had already been blown dead or something before the ball came out. I don't know. And Jimmy Taylor gets the interception. And he also knocked down 4 passes. Wow. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 knockdowns. There you go. 3 forced fumbles. You're just not very lucky when it comes to picking up those fumbles, though. When the ball comes out on the other team.
No, I've never got anybody back there because I only send 3, right?
Yeah, you hardly ever manage to recover one of those.
Because I only send 3, so I never have anybody back there to pick it up.
Yeah, look at that, though. I had to punt 7 times. Wow.
It's basically only if they fumble downfield that I have a chance to get it back.
Yeah. Well, he didn't do too bad. Completed 18 of 32 for 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and a long pass of 18 yards. And this guy, they gave the ball to him 29 times. Wow.
Well, they are a running team, though.
That's what you call dedication to the run, though. These guys, I think, run against us more than anybody else that we play.
Yeah, well, to give you an idea, too, AI-wise, they do replace the San Diego Chargers, right?
Yeah.
And they had LaDainian Tomlinson at this time.
That's true.
But they also have 2 injured halfbacks right now.
Yeah, if they did, if Cody Paris had been healthy, I'll bet you they probably would have gotten more yardage than that on the ground.
Probably. They probably would have averaged 4 or 5 yards carry.
Yeah, I would say that the way that this game went, especially in the first half, the only reason we won this game is because they had so many injuries. Right? That's what I think.
Well, it's part of the game.
Yep.
We'll have our fair share of injuries by the end of the season, too, so.
Yep. They had 6 drop passes in this game, too.
Yeah, well, they're not particularly a air it out type of team.
Yeah, look at this guy. He had 17 pancake blocks in 1 game. Some of our offensive linemen don't get that many in an entire season.
Yeah, I don't even know how he got so many.
Yeah. Middle linebacker O.J. Simpson gets 9 tackles. Wow.
What an unfortunate name.
Yeah, well, it's random, right? We didn't open. Nobody picked that when we created this team in the create a team mode.
You can't name the players.
Yeah, well, no, it randomly chooses names for all of these players out of a library of names, I guess.
Yeah, out of like
right?
a few hundred or a few thousand names, yeah.
Yeah. So, for example, on the Crusaders, well, we did not choose the name Danny Jones, right, for a certain two-way player, right?
Or John Mike Houston
or
on the
John
Lifers.
Mike Houston on the Lifers. I mean, that was a randomly chosen name that just happened to be, pretty cool, right?
Yep.
Actually, that one, I still like John Mike Houston the best. He's got one of the coolest football player names out there.
Oh, you were saying he's doing so well in that franchise now, he might end up in the Hall of Fame.
If they had Hall of Fame nominations in this game, John Mike Houston in this Lifers side franchise is on his way to the Hall of Fame. In like 5 seasons, he's got close to, I think, about 8,000 yards receiving.
Wow.
Yeah. So by the time his career ends, if he plays for a couple more seasons, he'll have 10,000 yards, right? Anyway, I guess we reviewed all the stats. Let's see who the player of the game is.
Quarterback. Oh, no, it's Vince
It's
Freeborg.
Vince Freeborg, the impact player with 4 sacks and a forced fumble in a defensive struggle. I have to say, yeah, I agree with that. I think that that was he was a standout.
Well, he's just silently in there doing his job, right?
Yeah. But anyway, we managed to hang on by our fingernails and win that one. I'm a little concerned about next week now, though.
I wouldn't worry about it so much.
Yeah, I had a terrible game today. Nothing just seemed to be going right at all. But anyway, luckily you were up to the mark, and you kept us in it until I could get my shit together.
Well, you managed to pull it out in the second half there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess we'll be back next week for another Magician's game. We're still undefeated.
Indeed.
Yeah, so until then,
I'm RecV5.
I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.